see any column that says sound file under audio input or anywhere.
Hey, I'm just listening to Mumble through the stream right now.
You go to configure, settings, messages.
I don't see a messages tab for me.
All right, you go to not whatever version of Mumble you have. I don't know.
I don't know. Can we just deal with sounds of people joining, leaving?
People shouldn't be joining and leaving, so you're probably fine.
All right. So start whenever, or?
It's not up to me, I guess. I'm still waiting to hear from Checkers. He's like, I don't know why he's listening through the stream, but he's like 30 seconds behind them. So I guess we'll have to wait for him to hear it.
Mumble quieter, me louder. I can do that. Is that better? I can. One sec. If that's any better. I turned up my mic and turned down Mumble a little bit. It's kind of quiet for me. I guess that's not really important, but how it comes through on the screen.
What's that?
It was a little quiet, but
sorry, I'm like hacking up alone here. Yeah, I'm ready. Just give me a countdown and then let's go.
all right. 3, 2, 1, go. So this is Katamari. Major things you need to know. There's a lot of depth to how you route items and like what size you need to be at certain parts of the level and how you move through a level. And then movement wise, you can maintain boost speed by snaking, basically. And there are a lot of weird quirks in the physics that make it really difficult for this game to go consistently. So you kind of just do your best and you have to react like to every small detail. Like, oh, geez, not a good start. But for example, for this table, you definitely want to be 5'8" before you're leaving it, because otherwise you aren't big enough for those cookies. And then you need these ones, etc. So 1 is pretty simple. There's not really much to it. It's like a 15 to 20 second level. And then you have to sit around and watch a cutscene. There aren't too many cutscenes in the game though. This is the only one that you can't skip. Game speeds up a bit after this. What else to say? I mean, that's pretty much it. It's just like, the physics are really wacky in this game. The way you move is dependent on how you pick up shapes and how they stick out of your ball and interact with the ground and other objects. So it's like really complex. And so sometimes just weird things happen. Like, I'm sure you'll see some weird bounce or I'll go flying into the air at some point when it doesn't look like anything should happen. Oh yeah, also my sticks are probably going to make a lot of noise because to boost in this game, the game is controlled entirely with just the 2 sticks. And to boost, you alternate them up and down really quickly, so it makes a lot of noise. That's good. You want to make sure you get like at least to 5-7 from those caramels because you need to be 6.0 for these candies. I need a lot of them. Hello? So to flip, you have to push both of the sticks in at the same time, which is really awkward. Sometimes I'll accidentally flip when trying to boost, and sometimes it just doesn't seem to register both clicks. So I know Grass, the record holder, and the other guy who's actively running this game right now, just mashes both of the sticks. I do that in some spots, but not everywhere. There we go. Grab the shoe. All right. So 48 is mediocre. It's whatever. You get a game time that's pretty accurate at the end of each level. So even though I'm not running with splits, I kind of know how things are going, for better or worse.
Sorry, I'm gonna jump in quick and just say we got a $25 donation from Anonymous for Superstar Saga Glitch Exhibition, so we only need $5 more.
So
Go ahead.
three is the first level where your stamina comes into play more. You basically have a set number of boosts and this kind of invisible gauge that reduces when you use them until you huff. And when you huff, you'll see in the bottom left corner these little, like, the word huff going up from the prints. And you move really slow and you can't boost and it sucks in the speedrun setting. So you really don't want that to happen, but this level is really dense in boosts, so there's high risk of it happening pretty soon. I'm really, really large right now. You only need to be 29. Not really sure. What the heck? You're not supposed to get that, yeah, there we go. There's the huff. You're not supposed to get that hairdryer. I've never gotten that before. It's a good thing, I guess. It's always better to be oversized than undersized. Because if you're undersized, you just get stuck and you have to pick up something that you don't normally get. 110's not too bad. It's not great, not horrible. So the plot of this game, for anyone who doesn't know it, is that your father is the king of the cosmos, and he gets drunk and, oops, that level, knocks all the stars out of the sky and asks you, the prince of the cosmos, to go down to Earth and roll things up into a ball to replace the stars. That's it. Okay, so coming up is this kind of cool bounce that is sort of important, and if I really mess it up, your size can get ruined and I'll pretty much have to quit the level. But hopefully I'll get it right here. Okay, I didn't get up, but I didn't get destroyed. Oh, you see, like, all that stuff already flew off of me. And you can get wedged between the ground. Come on, I need this. And the thing there, the pedestal with the ping pong balls. And you just lose all of your size and you're just completely screwed. So, at least that didn't happen. Ooh, that's not good. You're supposed to fly up over the table, and there's some birds you grab out of midair. It's fine though, there's plenty of extra stuff to grab here in the kitchen. So if you hit the wall right, you just kind of bounce through the bathroom and grab everything really quickly. That was good. The good thing is, since I screwed up this level, you get to hear a bit more of the music. People who have played this game before, I'm sure, like the music. But a lot of the music kind of gets butchered in a speed run because you finish the levels before the songs really get going. Ooh, I'm too small. Alright, not too bad. 135 missing the jump in the beginning is okay. Because missing that jump is slow.
So our donation total is now 6868.68, and the funny part is I'm like 90% sure it wasn't intentional, as it was done by 3 separate people.
Good
It's
number.
pretty funny. Yeah.
So 5 is pretty cool. There's a lot of boosting and maintaining your speed over long distances for the first half. Oops. And then the second half has some RNG in the NPC movements. It's minor, but you can't. Okay, the dog. There's the dog RNG too. He's not supposed to go there. If he cuts you off, you're kind of in trouble, but he didn't quite get in the way. So these crabs are on a global cycle starting from the beginning of the level. That was okay where they were. As long as they're kind of in that vicinity, it's definitely worth grabbing them. Whoops, that's not supposed to happen. Why am I moving so slowly? So that's what I mean, like, one of the bananas that I picked up was sticking into the ground, and it was making me accelerate really, really slowly. And it's just hard to control that kind of stuff. It just happens. Nice. Getting 45, like, at the wall before picking these up is really good. Oops. Your size doesn't matter a ton here, but it gives you some insurance because you want to get a lot of these bowling pins, and this is also kind of hard to control. Okay, that was really good. Oh, she's right there. Okay, so if she hits me, she's gonna like completely destroy me. So don't do it. Just don't do it. Okay. I think I'm fine. The shopping cart lady is really dangerous. Don't do it. Okay. Nice. Yo, I kept my speed through the whole river. That was really good. It's pretty hard keeping the speed there because there are these lanterns hanging underneath the bridge that get in your way. That's kind of crappy. It's fine. You just finish over there if you're not quite big enough. Oh, sub 2. It's definitely pretty solid. Only like 9 seconds off my best. I've only gotten close to that time a couple times. There's a lot of improvement, but there's a lot of things that are really hard, like the whole market area. Where am I going? 6? Yeah. Got lost there. It's fine to get lost a little, but if you get lost more than a little on the world map, which shouldn't happen if you're paying attention, the world kind of twists, and then you can get completely disoriented. So 6 is really hard. It's got some of the most intense movement of any of the levels.
I just want to read a couple more quick donations, if that's okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
We have a $7 donation from Unalmandy, I guess is his name. No message was written there, but thank you for the donation. We have $5.02 from Zero VII or 07. It says that MM9 race was amazing. Put this towards the Superstar Saga Glitch Fest, so that has been met. And we had an anonymous donor who also donated to make that happen with $5 as well. So Glitch Exhibition is met. Thank you guys.
It's a bad bonk. You're supposed to just fly up into the town. It's fine though. This 6 is actually going pretty dang well. Since the music hasn't started yet. The singing. I kind of use that as a cue. Ooh, I need that gas. This is not... Okay. We're fine. I don't know why I didn't pick it up. Aside from that goof in the gas station, that was really good. Kind of lost a lot of time from that, though. Okay, so to beat the game, you have to make a star 1 through 9, and then make the moon. But to unlock 7, you need to play one of the constellations. So we played bear, because it's pretty short. All you have to do is grab a bear. The goal is to get the largest bear, but obviously in a speed run we don't care about that. So you just get the first bear you can possibly get. Oh, you're not supposed to bounce in the air. See, that's what I mean. Like, why would a perfectly round ball hitting a flat surface bounce up in the air? This game's weird. Yeah, but I was still 3 seconds. You're supposed to do it in 2. But the level's really quick. And it's also really close on the world map. So it's easily the right choice. So 7 is an intense level movement-wise, but it doesn't really matter a ton because it's extremely cycle-based. There's basically a swan boat going in circles that cuts you off at certain times. So you really want to just keep with a good cycle. Like, I can go slow here because the bikes are going to be in the way if I go too fast anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Now I want to make sure I go as fast as possible. Nice. Getting up the hill is important and good. So it's not getting owned by the swan boat. I'm gonna go for it. Okay, he didn't get me. Close. What? I didn't get either of the tanks. What the heck? Oh, the bikes are sticking out of me weird. They're making it really hard to turn. Alright, so I basically made the standard good cycle. I have to wait here because the swan boat's gonna come by. Maybe I didn't have to wait. I thought I did. Grab these. These. Grab the vending machines. Now I can get out of here. Now you want to go back to the park. And that guy got in the way, which is kind of annoying. There's a lot of stuff to grab in the park. I basically go in here and grab... Whoa, I kept my speed. That's weird. I'm too small. I need the cow. Basically want to just grab a ton of stuff here and then you go back to the town to finish. You just kind of make a big circle. There's some boulders. This is what I mean. I was trying to boost and it just flipped me. It's hard. Hard game.
Frame for frame.
The deepest speed game known to man.
That's what they tell me.
The legendary Cypher said so himself. 211 is abysmal. But the thing is, like, if you make a good cycle, it completely decides like 15 to 20 seconds of that level. And I made the good cycle, but I didn't make the best cycle. So that was already like gonna be really hard to be sub 2. The record's 150, but it's also just like really bad. It can be heavily improved if you play the beginning super well and manage to get by before where I had to wait for the swan boat. And then you have to play the rest of the level well too, and the rest of the level is pretty hard movement wise. So 8, 9, and Moon are much longer than other levels. Oh god, I'm getting owned. That sucks. Come on, give me the battery. Alright, so I'm not gonna boost here. I'm gonna play it safe. I gotta grab this stuff. Why am I moving so slowly? And then suddenly I just picked up speed afterwards. Ooh, I missed the toothpaste. You really want that. I guess I'll just have to go over here, grab some strawberries. So one of the most important things in commentating this game is you gotta know as many key items names as possible. Otherwise you're just kind of like, I need to grab that circle thing. I only know the things that are in the speed route though, really. Okay, barely. You need to be 29.0 for the rakes. Dog's already there, that's not good. Hopefully he doesn't block me. He goes through this corridor in a big circle. I want to get out of here before he blocks the corridor. I think I should be fine though. Hello? Alright. Yeah, we're fine. He's not even close. I did that area pretty quickly. So combined, 8, 9, and Moon make up about half of the run. And Moon is like roughly 5 minutes. It goes pretty well. So it's longer than these two. I don't know why I'm picking up speed. I don't know if you can see it, but I was very clearly picking up speed, just moving straight forward. Nice. Good bounce. These guys are maybe not in the way. Flip. Alright, yeah, that didn't get in the way. They can really get in the way, and they can like tag team you too. This song is really good, and it doesn't get ruined by the speedrun. It's probably my favorite. Okay. Okay, we got it. So to get the two guys carrying the woman, you need to hit the middle of it, because that's where the hitbox is for the carrier guys. I mean, for the woman being carried. And if you pick her up, you automatically get the guys who are carrying her. And they're way too big. So by kind of exploiting that, you can get something that's worth a lot of size when you're relatively small. You just have to wait for this guy. That was really solid. Just this level, except for the very beginning, was pretty good so far. But there's a big, long boost that can really change this level coming up right now. It's really hard to not get slowed down here. And then you just like can't pick up speed because boost mechanics are weird. And now I'm just picking up speed off of nothing uphill. 345 is pretty okay though. I'm okay with that. Okay, so the next level is the hardest level in the game to get a good time in consistently. It doesn't have harder movement than 6, but it's just got so many weird physics things in it. It's there. Don't go into Virgo. Yeah, and it's got a lot of RNG with the guys moving around in the park in the beginning, and they can really get in my way. And it's really hard to control the ball when I've got these weird objects sticking out of me, like the logs in the middle that I'm gonna pick up. There they are. Later. Oops, that's really bad. Okay, so I'm probably gonna get blocked. No, he's not in my way. This guy is though. Okay, I got the boot without hitting the lady on stilts. Hopefully the penguins aren't in the way. He kind of is. I got some things. And this guy can get in the way. I need all these trophies. Now I have to pick up the dogs who move around randomly, and when you run into them, they go flying off in somewhat random directions. And sometimes you just pick them up instantly. I don't really know why. And now I have to pick up penguins who've been wandering around but are right here. Except I'm not big enough. Give me something. Alright, I got the chicken. That's actually really good that all the penguins are kind of just sitting there. Yo, I'm huge. 163 is enormous. You're supposed to be like 157. That's fine. Alright, I got a bench. I'm gonna grab these logs to be safe. Got both benches. That's really good. Really big. Aside from this being slow. It's just so hard to control the ball. Like, if it looks like I'm just like going off in some direction, it's probably because I'm pushing the exact opposite direction and it's not reading it because of my weird momentum. Alright, and now coming up, I'm gonna pick up these weird fences. They also make it really hard to control the ball. Right here. They kind of make the ball act like a giant wheel if you pick them up right. Like, see how I'm kind of like big spokes on a wheel. And they make you move really fast if you do it right. You can boost through this whole town. Alright, gas clip. You just come up through the bottom of this. Sometimes it doesn't work and you lose a ton of size and it's really annoying. Went pretty well. Why am I so small? Alright, we're fine now. You gotta be aware of the lion bus. Nice, the elephant's there. It's always nice. And you get trees. There's some guy I remember who would always comment on the shape of the trees. He was a big fan of how the ball looked right here. I agree, it looks kind of neat. The trees kind of spread out in this crystalline pattern. Aside from the mess that the ball usually is. So, Park needs to let me in. It's sometimes tricky. Alright, this is the dumbest part of 9. And is he gonna let me up? Alright, wow, okay. Let me up pretty easily. Except it's making me roll up against this tiny ledge. No! No! Oh my god. This is why I hate 9. You can just like smoothly get up there, or you can bonk against the wall for like 30 seconds. It's annoying. I lost the sub 4 to that. Unbelievable. That's fine. I've seen 9 go way worse than that. Alright, last level. Make the moon. You get really big in this one. The last level ended at like, what, 30 meters? And this one you end at 300, so you get a lot bigger.
Just let me know when time is.
Yeah. You don't want to fall here. You do not want to fall here. I'm gonna take it extra slow because I messed up the movement. Falling there is like plus 30 instantly. Oh, it's still like bad because you get owned by these guys. Hopefully I can adjust. Alright, I think I know where the cycles are now. What? Why did I bounce there? You're not supposed to bounce up into the air off that hill. You're supposed to kind of just go down. Alright. Solid. Made it through the trees without crashing into them. I'm actually caught up to where I usually am. That movement was good. Alright, so my movement for the next little bit is kind of important because there's this train that's moving around the upper part of town and you pretty much need it. You need to pick it up. So you want it to be in a certain spot when you're big enough. It's right there, so that's good. That means I'm keeping up. Roughly. Might be a little hard after missing that boost. But there's an opportunity to make that up. Right here. Yeah, that was pretty good. And here. Also very good. Keeping my speed through that turn is hard. Ooh. Went pretty fast there. Yeah, see now I'm caught up to the train again. It's fine. Alright. Now I want to do my best to grab these circles. Kind of just go over them. Hope I get one. I didn't get one. Got owned by the elephant. Getting owned by the elephant? Stop owning the elephant! So the elephant is bigger than the rest of the train. So you can always get it if you're big enough for the train. But if the elephant hits you first, you just keep on getting knocked around. So I wanted to pick up one of the things off the ground, the circles. They're really hard to pick up because their hitbox is really small and in the center of them and on the ground, and you're a sphere. So you're trying to get the center of a bottom of a sphere to line up against a dot in the middle of a circle in the ground. Doesn't work out so well, especially since this isn't much of a sphere. It's kind of a mess. Ugh. Okay. We're moving. Yo, I'm moving really fast. Well, not anymore. Alright. Huh? I'm too small. What did I miss? I don't know. I wasn't big enough to pick up that building though, and I really need it. This mood isn't too bad though. I'm only a bit behind. So now's when you start to really get big. And when you get big, the Katamari is even harder to control than it was in past levels. Everything's kind of slow to react. You've got really weighty momentum. And the collision on this stadium is really mad. You just pick up speed like crazy. Don't do it to me. Just let me out. You do not want to fall into the water. Hello? I can't move. This is exactly what this game is like, dude. It's fun. It's fun, though. I think I'm big enough? No, I'm not big enough. I'm not going for it. So, since I missed some of the... I think I missed an octopus. I'm kind of small. So I gotta grab these buildings before I get the big one. Oof. See what I mean? When you crash into that, you just lose all of your speed. It's really bad when you're big. Alright, got through there fairly cleanly. Like, you don't really bounce off of things anymore. So the movement becomes not harder so much as, like, it's weightier and more punishing of mistakes. Like, that sucks. You lose a lot of time. Oh my god, boost, dude. If you're going down a slope and you try to boost, sometimes it just whiffs and you just don't get any speed. because you need to be touching the ground, I guess. Alright, coming up on the ends. Because the last 100 meters takes like a fifth of the rest of the level. Probably less. Yeah, more like a tenth. Because you start picking up islands and turtles that are pretending to be islands. Am I big enough? Hello? Alright, done. Done. Time. Just barely sub 6.
All right. I stopped it at 33 flat.
Dang, missed 32.
It might have been a 32.59. It might have been my fault. Sorry.
I lost a lot of time on Moon, so I'd believe 33. The
All right.
record for Moon is like over a minute faster, and my PB is about a minute faster too. It's a hard level, really long, so mistakes really show. Like frequently when I was learning this game, you just go into Moon like plus 40, and then you just save all that time because you were actually better at the game. Just you perform better on average, and you just make it up in Moon. So that's it. That's Katamari.
Yeah, man.
Well,
thanks so much for coming on.
Thanks for
Yeah,
the
no
bonus
problem.
run.
Up next is Superstar Saga, right?
Yes, it
Yep.
is.
Yeah, that'll be really cool.
People are
That's
pretty
an
excited.
awesome run, especially if you've never seen it before. It's just got like such a great surprise factor.
Yeah, this is the game that, in my opinion, for RPG runners this year, like this is the game people are talking about. There's just so much going on now.
Oh yeah, getting hugely developed.
It's pretty crazy.